Hi again, and thank you for joining me for this Tuesday video. And today I'm here, just got back from another Siouxsie trip, and this time we went to Madrid, where we played last Thursday, and then Belfort in France for the festival. I call it Euro Rock Knees, but I know that's not how you pronounce it. And we did that on Saturday night. So firstly, I would just like to say, in case I forget at the end, just to thank all the people that are watching and sharing these videos and the comments I'm getting. I'm slowly getting around to responding to you all. But thank you so much. It means a lot. As I say, we're as the band, myself, Chris on guitar, Joe on bass, and Steve on laptop, keyboards, guitar, percussion, everything else, backing vocals. What doesn't this man do? And he's the MD. We're well aware of the legacy of Siouxsie and of course the Banshees, and as I've stated before, we are doing our utmost to make sure firstly Siouxsie's happy, and then of course that the fans are happy. And I'm getting some great responses, which I am passing on to the team, so thank you, and we really appreciate it. So firstly, we went off to Madrid, which was absolutely sweltering, and it was beautiful. We had a great hotel, went out for some nice tapas and wine, and very nice on our arrival. The sort of thing you want when you step off a plane after you've been traveling for a few hours. And the sound check was awesome. The people, all the crew at the festival are fantastic. And the festival, I have to read this, Noches del Botanico, is in obviously a botanical garden in the middle of Madrid, and it's just beautiful, as you would expect. Amazing flora everywhere, and it smells amazing. And, it was something like 35 degrees. It was boiling. And we played something like 11 o'clock at night, and thankfully it was a lot cooler. And some funny stories for me on that gig, because I had a fan placed behind me on my sub that was behind me. So it gives me the kick of the bass drum, big speaker. And it was sort of wafting my hair in a really sort of crazy kind of almost like the Doc out of Back to the Future, Marty, and my hair was doing this really crazy thing. Or there's that bit in Beetlejuice where he says, "Is this scary?" Blah. And you see it from the back of his head. Anyway, it looked like that. And Wee Davis, who's my drum tech, who I've probably said before, he's just a legend. He's brilliant. All my drum techs throughout my life have been brilliant. I've been very, very fortunate to have some amazing people. And Wee is no different. Davis is just a winner. The gig itself was fantastic. And it was partial seated and partially, standing. And then, of course, the bars are open each side. So when you were looking at the seats at the top, there were some empty seats. It wasn't because the tickets weren't sold. It's because they were out having beers. But it's a bit odd when you're up on the drum riser looking at empty seats, and then you suddenly realise that they are actually all there, but they're milling around having a beer, and it was a hot night. And they made a lot of noise for like 6,000 people. It sounded like 12 easily. And just great to see at all the gigs, actually, this sort of age group going, from like the kids to the parents to the grandparents, all coming along and liking Siouxsie and what she's done through all those years, and getting into it now and bringing back memories for some of them. And as I say, I can see some of the front rows, and all there with the makeup and just worshipping their favourite artist. And it's just, as I've said before, it's a really cool thing. And the gig was great. We really enjoyed it. The encores, I think we did about to happen, because I like calling that one, because I think it's just a really good upbeat tune, and obviously Spellbound. And again, there's some films somewhere online of the crowd just going mad. And like I said on the last few gigs, just hearing the people sing the songs, a few seconds later, of course, because the delay coming back on the stage is weird, and I have to turn my headphones up to make sure that I stay on the click. But it's just a brilliant thing. And I know the organisers of the festival, because I played there in 2018 or 19 with Lorena McKinnett. So it's nice to meet them again, the family, because they are really lovely, and I had a good chat to them. And the festival's amazing. I mean, I'm looking at the people playing there. There's all sorts of people. But that was the first one. Anyway, great gig. The next one was in France, in Belfort. And that was my birthday, July the 1st. And it's great because my girlfriend came out to join the party. And the gig itself, I think they were saying to us, it's a bit like France's version of Glastonbury. The stages were massive, I have to say. And we were in one that was actually like a big aircraft hangar with the sides taken out, which was awesome because it means that people could just come in and go. But thankfully, we managed to keep about 6,000, maybe more in there for the whole show, which was great. But as I say, the lot we had that stayed there for the whole show, they were fantastic. Again, about, as I say, 5,000 to 6,000 people, very vocal and into it. And it was a bit of a rainy day after all that hot weather in Madrid. We went to Belfort, and I think it was 21 or something, and it had rained, so it was a little bit muddy. But it was great because basically Sue got the people to sing happy birthday to me, which was an awesome experience. I wasn't actually expecting it. I was just so into the gig that when we came back on for the encores, she got them all to sing happy birthday to Rob, which is very sweet. And I might even show you a clip of that in a minute, or I might have shown it already. So that was cool. And afterwards, we went backstage and there was cake and champagne and everyone sang happy birthday from the crew, and it was just wonderful. And coming up this Friday, I believe, we are playing in Newcastle, Tynemouth, not sure how you pronounce it, at a festival up there. Can't remember what that one's called, but I'm looking forward to that. And already some people have messaged me saying they're coming to it and they're looking forward to it. And also some people that unfortunately couldn't get tickets and they aren't coming to it. But I'm sorry about that. You know, it's we knew that as soon as the dates were added and were put up online, Ticketmaster or whoever, it was going to go pretty quick because it wasn't going to be a complete UK tour. It was only going to be various places. So the demand from all, you know, parts of the country were going to be huge. And it was, and they sold out very, very quickly. So apologies for that, but as I say, hopefully next year there'll be more in the pipeline. I can't say anything about that because I don't know, but you know, I'm looking forward to more coming. But Tynemouth, we are coming for you, and I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, we're still out there doing it, and as I say, Newcastle, we're coming, and if we're seeing you in some other dates coming up around Europe, then I look forward to seeing you there. But this is just a short video to recap on some of that, show you some little clips. I might have included some sound check clips, drum sound checky stuff, you know, and some photos and things like that. But these have to be done on the fly because I'm off in a minute to go to the studio and we're working on some other stuff. So, but not with Siouxsie. This is a different thing. So I'm working, better go. But it's been great to catch up. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I say, keep sharing it and keep sending the questions. I will answer them. I might even do one of these where I get them all up on and say your name and go through it. That could probably be a good thing. But time is short today and I just wanted to get something out there and once again to say a thank you. And I think I've covered everything. If I haven't, I apologise. So take care, guys. Thank you for tuning in and I shall see you soon for the next video.